Going live now. Hey, what's up, everybody? Jer-dog back at 4:20 in the afternoon. As always, not as always, I've only been doing this shit for like the last week and a half. Skip over the weekends. I'll just hit the weekdays when I'm here at home. I've got a good Wi-Fi signal coming into my little basement studio office slash man cave, whatever you want to call it, where I'm hanging out on a Wednesday afternoon. It's hump day, and I've also got some really sad news to report. So I thought that to get things started off right, it's actually quite appropriate that my good friends Jose, Maureen, and Heather Lynn are joining in, because I've got my live root beer kombucha, and I've got my Jägermeister, and I'm going to get today's 420 report on a hump day started off right by pouring myself a little live root beer, live bomb, as Karen and I like to call them these days. Instead of doing regular root beer, which we think is a little too sweet, we substitute this live root beer flavored kombucha, drop in a shot of Jaeger, and it kicks ass. Love it. So, start things off right with a little live bomb while I promote this weekend's upcoming shows. Springfield, Illinois, I'll be doing the Dirty Jokes and Magic Trick show with my co-star Nathan Tricky Allen, and we're bringing in D. Lynn Bennett, the blind not stupid guy, with his new comedy and blues review, which is going to be a lot of fun. Karen, do you want one of these live bombs? Probably should have asked that before I just busted into our stash. I only have one glass, but I can make a second one if you want one. Here we go. And I just made a mess all over myself. Cheers, everybody. It splashed in my eye. Thank you very much for joining me again today at 4:20 in the afternoon, where I'm going to come back every single day and just tell you what's up, what's going on, what's happening in the jer-dog world. Last night, I went down to the Des Moines airport to pick up my son, Caius, flying in from Washington, D.C. on a school trip. It was a flight, I think got in like around 10 or 10:30, and we pick him up, start heading back home, and Karen was like, is the air conditioning out in here? Because it's freezing cold in the back of the van, but up front here in the passenger seat it's hot, and what's that burning smell, and what's that rattle I hear? And the next thing you know, the fucking van is filled with smoke like it's a goddamn Cheech and Chong movie. I'm trying to desperately find the gas station that was promised to me by the exit sign that said it was only a mile away. It was more like 10 miles away, and the whole thing just dies. Kablooey. Something exploded. I don't know what's going on. You know, I don't know shit about cars. I don't know jack shit about cars. I can change the oil. I can change the oil. I can change tires. I can maybe do a couple of other things, but I am a fucking retard when it comes to cars. I've got this book, Auto Repair for Dummies. I can understand like 3 words in this entire book. So I'm in a panic, man. I don't know what's going on. We evacuate the vehicle, get the boys off to the side of the road a little bit, and I open up the hood. There's just shit melted in there and everything. Takes 2 hours for the tow truck to arrive. Thank God for Uber. How fucking awesome is Uber to show up just right there, 5 minutes away from where we're located. I didn't have to call some cab company and try to haggle them and talk them into driving out to Norwalk, Iowa to pick up my wife and kids because I was in an emergency situation. You just go bloop, 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 right up off your phone. Here comes Uber to save the day. $40 gets my wife and kids safely back 50 miles away to Ames, Iowa. And they don't even expect a tip. I think they're encouraging it now these days. My wife left the tip, a pretty good one, But they don't. Last summer, I was drunk with a bunch of my friends. He drives us halfway across town to get into the minivan, which at that time had battery problems, so I needed a jump start every single time I tried to get the fucking thing going. The Uber guy gives me a jump start. My other friend tries to tip him 20 just for that. He refused to take it. How fucking awesome is Uber? So big shout out to Uber. That is a comedian's dream come true, especially if you do a lot of bar gigs and you like to drink with the crowd, like I do. No longer have to worry about drinking and driving to get back to a hotel. Just dial up that Uber, bloop, on my way. So shout out to Uber. That was awesome. Tow truck driver, on the other hand, you could have got your ass there just a little bit quicker. And I guarantee you would have if I'd been illegally parked, like in the fucking Chicago parking lot or somewhere. Those motherfuckers are around in 30 seconds when you just step across the street to go make a quick ATM withdrawal. And then it's like $300 to get your car out of the impound. But when you're broke down in an emergency situation on Highway 5 outside of Des Moines, Iowa, 2 hours? 2 hours for a tow truck? I'm in Des Moines. It's the biggest city in the state. How are there not more? How is the closest available tow truck in my hometown 50 miles away? How is that the closest available one? Anyhow, the guy got out there. I got back safe and sound. And I was just thinking to myself, back in the day when I had car problems and I would be on my way to a gig, if anything happened, you know, sometimes the brake pads would go out. You know, don't look at that shit. Like I said, I don't know jack shit about cars. But you'd be heading down the highway on your way to the next show and you'd start hearing this really high-pitched squeal. Right? What the fuck is that? Brake pads are going out, right? So now I'm out there in the middle of nowhere, shitty brake pads, at the mercy of some small town mechanic, hoping that he's got what I need, hoping that he's got time to do the job, hoping that he doesn't bend me over backwards and ass rape me over the cost of the repair. And last night, you know, I just thought to myself, I've been here, done that. The radiator blew. No big deal. Shit's melted in there. I don't know what's going on. We got Uber to the rescue. We got a tow truck driver coming. I got roadside assistance. It's all good. I've been there, done that. I'm a seasoned, weathered, fucking road comic. I've been in worse situations. I was traveling back from Rockford, Illinois one time with a friend of mine, Josh Alton, who we did hundreds of shows together back in the day. We'd seen it all, we've done it all, and the alternator went out just completely unexpectedly in my Ford Taurus. And we call up the tow truck driver, takes him an hour to get out there. He doesn't want to fucking tow me all the way back into Chicago. He jacks up the price to a ridiculous amount where it didn't even make the gigs worth doing that weekend. I wound up doing them because I'm a man of my word, but I lost money on the fucking road because of this car breakdown, and the tow truck driver cost more than the goddamn alternator repair. It was a tow truck ride from hell. The guy was cracking bestiality joke after bestiality joke to the point where we couldn't even tell if he was even joking anymore or not. We're driving out in the middle of nowhere in Illinois. Like, you know, Chicago's pretty cool. There's a few other cool cities in Illinois, Springfield, Peoria. You get inside, but you get outside, you know, you get outside of Chicago to a little bit too far, you might as well be in like some trailer park in the South. There's some of those places that are pretty fucking redneck. And when you got a tow truck driver who is the only guy that can help you out right then and there, you're kind of at his mercy. You got to listen to his bestiality jokes and just hope and pray for the best that you don't wind up at a hole 40 feet down in his basement screaming at you to put the lotion in the basket, or you're going to get the hose again. So been there, done that. Then you still got to get to the gig that night and be funny. And be funny. Been there, done that. Last night, you know, I was just so thankful that it happened on a very nice night. It was in my hometown. This didn't happen when I was out in the middle of the desert trying to get out to the West Coast last month with Katrina Brown. This didn't happen last month or last week when I was up in the North Woods of Michigan. This happened right in my neck of the woods. So what? It took the tow truck driver 2 hours. Perfect excuse to go on a late night hike, you know? Some of my herbal refreshment might have helped me out in that situation, but that's another discussion. But it's sad news. It is a little bit sad news because that van has been with me now for over 200,000 miles. I bought it at about 100,000 miles used because some dude died in it. It's never not smelled like a dead old man in that thing. And I'm pretty sure that his ghost continues to haunt it because the passenger side window never goes completely up in one fell swoop. There's all kinds of weird shit going on mechanically and electrically. The passenger side sliding power door works only half the time, intermittently, if it's in a good mood, and if the weather is right, and if the stars are perfectly aligned, and Mercury's not in retrograde. You know, the air conditioning goes out. I don't even know if the $600 to replace the radiator and get this thing back on the road is worth it or not. What do you guys think? Should I fucking spend the $600 and keep the minivan going, even though it runs like an old man? It literally runs like it's like an old man car. It's like you're starting me up again. Fuck, you're fine. And that's the power steering belt when I turn on the air conditioner. What do you guys think? I think I should just do rental cars when I got gigs on the weekends, and I think I should save up some scratch and then go buy myself the car that I really want to drive around town, which would be the Bluesmobile. Why? Because it has the loudspeaker on top, and it looks like a cop car, and it's got magical powers. It can outrun the Illinois State Troopers. So when I'm driving through... I'm talking shit now. Anyway, what do you guys think? Lou Deck is chiming in. Dobie is on a cruise. You top jer-dog now. How can our newbies get their Netflix specials? Those are all excellent questions. Well, that's one question there. I don't know what you mean. You top jer-dog now. How can our newbies get their Netflix specials? Fuck the newbies. What about us veterans getting a Netflix special? What about me? I don't give a rat's fucking ass about a newbie getting a Netflix special. What about me? I've been at this shit 22 years. Where's my fucking Netflix special? I've probably written 4 Netflix specials by now. What about me? I can do this shit. Then again, I don't really need my Netflix special. I've got my 11 people that join me every day at 4:20 p.m. on a Facebook Live. That's all I give a fuck about. You people. I might have another shot just for that. Well, I'm not going to have any more shots. I haven't eaten yet today. The Shamrock wants you back, please. Yeah, I love going to the Shamrock in Jackson, Michigan. It's one of my favorite little clubs to do. Very nice, tight, intimate audience, and the only time where they have interrupted my show 45 minutes in to serve pizza to everybody. So can't wait to come back there. Heather and Jose and all my peeps in Jackson, Michigan, the entire state of Michigan. Actually, love Michigan. If my van is going to break down anywhere outside of my neck of the woods, my hometown, I'd want it to be in Michigan. What else? Zach Carter, video documentary about the crazy ways you catch rides to your show. Yeah, I've done that, bro. It's called American Smartass. It's called Road Dogs. We had all kinds of crazy shit go down. Two comedy road documentaries that I have produced with my friend Josh Alton, who shared that tow truck drive from hell with me between Rockford and Chicago, Illinois. What else we got? Hey, thanks for the likes. I'm going to wrap it up, man. I'm going to do another shot. Maybe not. I'm going to go get something to eat. I'm fucking hungry. I've been yakking it up long enough. I'm just really good. I'm just really grateful that I've been there, done that. So what? The van might have to go to the big junkyard in the sky. Might be goodbye to the one-man tour bus. Goodbye to the mobile office. Goodbye to the mobile hotel room that smells like a dirty old man and runs like one too. Everybody that's just now joining, sorry about that. Watch the replay because I'm going to wrap it up. Hit me up on thebarcomic.com, and if you are in the Illinois area this weekend, come see the Dirty Jokes and Magic Trick Show at the Eagles Club this Saturday night, June 17th. We kick it off, I think at 8 o'clock. It might be 7 o'clock. I'll have to look that up. But it is a fundraiser show. We are raising money for Illinois Dads, which is an organization that supports single fathers. So please, I might have got that backwards. Illinois Fathers, it's an organization that supports single dads. Whatever, we're helping out the dads, okay? It's the perfect event for Father's Day Eve. Your dad is going to love it. It's no holds barred. So come on out, have a great time. And everybody else that's checked me out today on the 420 report, I will be back again tomorrow at 4:20 p.m. or as close as possible. Thank you very much. Have a good hump day. We'll see you soon.